30 for 30 when I shoot. Man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be reacting to Charlamagne replies to Meek Mill's response about him not recovering after Drake beef. I seen something about this. Meek had made a big post going at Charlamagne, and I don't know where this is coming from with Charlamagne, but he do be hating on a lot of people. And bro, to say he didn't recover after is crazy because he dropped 2 of the best bodies of work he ever dropped, wins and losses and champions, after the beef. So for you to say that is crazy, but let's see what they got to say.
Meek Mill is upset. He did not like some comments that Charlamagne made, so he made it a main post on his Instagram to talk about propaganda that takes place in the hip-hop community. Now, let's take a listen first to Charlamagne's comments that he made with Andrew.
Can you give the clip some context, though? Like, we were discussing how people handle the aftermath of rap beefs.
Yes.
That's why
you guys were talking about Jay-Z, Nas, because of the Jay-Z interview that he did with GQ.
Meek could have just kept doing music, but for some reason he didn't. Like, something was just off after the battle. You know what I mean?
This is why people are not connected, but the people that's leading this shit, this content and doing interviews and all of this podcast, they're not knowing the knowledge, bro. He hasn't been dropping music lately, but after the beef, he was more consistent than he ever was. You're crazy, Charlamagne. Crazy.
And he really, I mean, honestly, he didn't really
never recovered.
Yeah, it's strange. You know what it was with Meek, man? Meek's Achilles heel to me was actually Twitter.
Yeah, for sure.
And when Drake called him Twitter fingers, trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers, and it's just like every time Meek tweets, even
it's
now
crazy,
to
bro.
this day,
it's crazy. It's pure entertainment.
And I fuck with Meek. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I think Meek does a lot for his.
Yeah, Meek is not a good internet person, but when we talking about music, a lot of come on. That Meek top tier when it comes to this music shit.
Community,
bro. How dare you?
He's been a great, symbol for the city of Philly. I love what he does with reform, but I probably would have deleted my Twitter after Twitter fingers, and just flooded the streets with nothing but music.
When I say didn't really recover, I'm talking about perception, narrative, especially on social media. Because when Drake and Meek had their rap beef, that's when the narrative about Meek started to change. That's when all the jokes started, and the jokes haven't really stopped since.
So you wasn't talking musically because
No.
I seen Meek put up a post and he talked about some of his accolades since that Drake beef.
Yeah, so he put up a post, a very lengthy post, and he says he wanted to make this a main post because he wanted to highlight
I bet you can't read
what
it.
he called propaganda that's taking place in the hip-hop community. He says he needs everyone to leave a comment if you see what's happening and how they're trying to downgrade artists' brands from feeding their family. Let's go through it. The white comedian also boosted didn't rumor on his major platform with no evidence, then asked me to go on his show. Can y'all see my brand back heating up now? Please leave an honest comment.
And not for nothing, since the Drake beef, Meek Mill, as far as a brand, from acquiring New Era to jail reform to linking up with all the billionaires and just taking this shit to another level, not musically either. Nigga, what are y'all talking about? Literally,
Drake
what are y'all
beef,
talking
I dropped
about?
Tap, that's 3
You
times
got a
platinum.
comedian,
Peter.
He's funny, but when it comes to the real niggas, y'all have to stop. Like, y'all trying to downplay, like, break down the brand of real niggas. That shit don't make no sense.
Double platinum, Blue Note 1 and 2 times platinum, Uptown Vibes with Legend from Brooklyn, Fab platinum, Was Free featuring Jay-Z, Meek Mill, I think that it's platinum, F on Me featuring Cardi, platinum, Scarface with Rick Ross, gold, Independent Money, Respect the Game, platinum, 24/7 double platinum. So he's going through a bunch of his music. Cybertruck in Philly, 5 a.m. Look how far we came.
With him, like
crazy.
He
Stop
said,
playing.
He said, so what the F are we talking about? We got to keep a close eye on this cat. I feel like he's in the closet gay man that hates successful black men unless he's doing business with them. But they promoted I'm gay, and I'm helping pop like 10 artists off on the East Coast. No cash for gain for charity. I'm really the one, but it's some real propaganda on my brand. And I want to investigate it.
Drop on the clues bombs for Meek Mill. I never said he didn't drop any music. I said if I was Meek, I would have deleted my Twitter and just kept dropping music.
No, you
I would
didn't.
only talk through the music because
you backpedaling now. You backpedal. Fuck all the internet shit aside. You see the stats. You see what that man's doing for jail reform. Watch your mouth, Charlamagne. Charlamagne, watch your mouth, nigga. Real shit.
every single time Meek posts, the internet turns it into a joke. Y'all was just laughing at him last week Because he posted about being on LinkedIn.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. And I said on Brilliant Idiots, the propaganda. I didn't say propaganda, but I said the way they act with Meek is strange, and I agree with Meek. The propaganda against Meek is strange, and it started with that battle. And at least on social media, the narrative around him hasn't recovered.
It started with the battle. The sad thing about Meek is he gets busy, he gets nice, he puts out great music. He's an inspiration to a lot of these artists. G Herbo said he's the reason why he even wanted to get into music. But sadly, because of everything that's been going on with social media after that beef, he's been the butt of a lot of people's jokes.
Regardless of what he does. And he does some great things. We always give Meek credit for the great things.
And it doesn't matter what he does.
He drops too. Because
so what does people making jokes have to do about real shit that people's doing? You said he didn't recover. He just named mad music stats in on top of all the other shit he's doing. Envy, shut up. You fucking piggyback anything Charlamagne say. Shut up, nigga.
There has been music that I feel
Y'all
like
got
people
me
didn't like.
heated,
Remember
but
the
this
remember
doesn't
the
make no
Heathens?
sense.
Like there was a lot of things that he dropped.
Championships,
That
wins and
people,
losses, even though that was almost 10 years ago, that was a great project.
It was after Drake. It was after Drake, though.
Last
No,
year,
it was after Drake, nigga.
The Heathens one. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what
yeah, and it was
You
great.
said
But
after
I feel
Drake,
like people
nigga.
didn't really talk about it at the time.
Just proofread the tweet, yo. That's all you got to do before you just press and submit.
It's
like,
more than-
just proofread the tweets.
So what does that have to do with him not recovering, though? Let's get to that.
Anything he do, because LinkedIn.
Sometimes I don't understand what you're talking about. Like we don't understand, but it's funny. It's not like oh, you're a retard, you're a retard. Like you just funny, yo.
That's
just
why I said
funny.
he shouldn't tweet and he should just talk through the music. And
He should.
as
You
he
didn't
just
make
said,
it
they put
about
gay on
tweets.
Meek. That's
Yeah,
why I'm not,
They definitely was sprinkling
why-
that gay up and
He
down.
mentions that. He said that Diddy situation was like
That's
that
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
that wasn't right.
And that's why I'm not even mad. He said I'm DL in that post because that's just projection.
You're not DL. You out. You came out.
Shut up.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
I mean, well, he not, but I'm just saying.
He'd be hurt by what people say about him, so he's putting that on me. But I do agree with Meek. The propaganda against him is strange.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And it started with
So
that
why
battle.
add
at
to
least
it,
on
nigga?
social media,
Yeah.
right?
Why
and
add
the
to it?
narrative
Fuck social
around him
media,
on
nigga.
social media is what I mean when I say
Why add to
he
it?
hasn't fully recovered,
Right.
Because he's done some amazing stuff. since
He
then.
has. He sells out
Absolutely.
arenas. He sells out. He does a lot of dope ish. But like you said, the propaganda around him is taking what he's done and what he's built and tries to make a mockery of it. So
Every time he posts.
if you're Meek, you understand why he would be upset. Like
Yes.
absolutely positively, they
fuck
done made
the
this man gay.
propaganda.
They just made this man Diddy's sitting on Diddy's lap.
Every time he
Twins,
tweets,
a lot.
it's a
Twins
joke.
with the
know.
outfits.
The twins with the
Remember
outfits.
I know, with the little midget.
They
Yes,
done took everything that he started with, and I seen
And then
Meek's
when he was on
grind
the
from the
side of the
beginning.
pool, I know.
So I would
you
feel
know.
the same
But
way.
Meek has done some amazing things, as
Yeah.
I said in that
Absolutely.
as I
Yeah.
said on Brilliant Idiots. He's done some incredible things.
Keep that same energy, bro. Because fuck tweeting. That shit ain't real, bro. Let's look at what niggas is really doing. You said he didn't recover after the Drake shit. Now you backpedaling.
Love what he
love
does
a
with
Meek.
reform.
Clown.
Love a Meek, y'all.
It's Lauren LaRosa telling you to beware of the dog.
Man, like I said, man, they backpedaling now, Charlamagne. My fault. You backpedaling. You said that he didn't recover. Then you say the music is great, wins and losses. Now you know. Now you know. He had to refresh the from jail reform, the being with the billionaires, the new era deal, the shit that the nigga's doing or did. You're crazy. This is why you just can't get up there speaking. You got to think before you speak. But tell me what y'all think. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. It's Mr. 30. I'm out.